Hello, everyone. I decided to do something for y'all, just $3 for a mini reading for one question today. And if you're a new subscriber, you get one free question. And you get a mini reading for $3. So make it affordable for anybody. It's like a coffee. Anyways, I'm going to be only on here for an hour. If you like to donate $3, you can get a mini reading. If you'd like to be new, and so if you're new here, subscribe. You get one free question answered. And so I'm here for 1 hour. So it is 2:30 right now. So I'm going to be here till 3:30, and then I'm going to go to bed. So got my tarot, got my angels. So yeah, if you want a quick question answered, I know lots of people need answers, so that come on here. Cheers. Having my coffee. Way up, dude. There you are. Yeah, I love the panels, but it can be chaotic at times, and it just gives me a headache, so I just leave. Anyways. So hopefully people come in tonight. Well, they will, because I put free, so people will find me, because YouTube does send you around if you put free tarot. So yeah, any new subscribers go, and yeah, watch and if you get a free message, watch a playlist. I have deleted all the old videos, so any videos that are on my channel are still good, because my readings are up to a year, and after that you got to refresh. So I've already done all signs reading today, so if you want to later, check that out. After you get your free message here, you can go check out that reading. Go hit your sign, Aries to Pisces, all done. All done tonight. And I'm going to start focusing more on this channel now that I've got everything else done I need to do for now. So I'm going to be on here a lot more. I'm just trying to get more like on a, gaining momentum with the coming on here. So I don't know where everybody is, but hopefully people come. It's only $3 for a reading. If you want a mini reading, and my readings are very accurate and my readings are very detailed. So I'm giving everybody a chance, because $3 is coffee, and that's what I drink. So, and it helps support the channel, and it helps me motivate myself, and yeah, and do my own self-care too, so I can keep being here for you guys. And thank you to all those people that have already subscribed to my channel in the past, and that have continued to do that as well. I appreciate you so much. Without those people that have supported me, I think at times might have given up on my channel, but no, I've gone through a lot. So I did take not a break. I never took a break on my channel. I just took it a different direction while I was healing. And now I think, emotionally stable enough to do these readings. If I can handle that, if I can handle hanging around in panels where you can't even hear what they're saying because everybody's speaking at the same time, I think I can handle, reading for people. But yeah, when you're going through a lot of things emotionally, it is really hard for us to help others with their emotions when it comes to readings. So it will affect us more, and I think I am getting better with my emotions. My kitty's right there, my little mascot. My puppy's right there. I gave her a last little feeding, and they're all taken care of. The only thing I didn't do yesterday is the dishes. I only me here, so sometimes I leave the dishes for 2 days. And I know I didn't do that, but I shouldn't do that, but I want to focus on my channels, and I have a lot of videos that I have to upload for the other channel, but this channel I don't do uploads mostly. I come live, so I want to come live more often, and I'm going to come live more often on my tablet too, because if you come live with the tablet, your videos get around more and more people get to see that you're live. So, anyways, I have faith that people will find me if they need an answer. They'll find me. So, and I've been on YouTube long enough that people actually will remember me too. So, anyways, do you have a question? Yeah, I'm going to keep doing my lives until I can go on vacation, and then I'm going to take a little break, and I might even do readings on the vacation too. But I want to plan a very nice trip to a place where it's going to be very healing. It's going to be very cool, exciting. It's going to be very fun because it's like amethyst. I mean, I would love to go to a mine where there's amethyst. Thanks for hitting the like button, but you guys, you have no questions. I find that very hard to believe that people have no questions. I find it very hard to believe. I was already watching, like tonight I was watching Debate Channel earlier. I was watching the Powder Duster or something like that. Anyways, they were discussing religions and stuff like that and beliefs and stuff like that. I just like to listen for a while before I go on a panel, and then I did have something to say, but I like to get to know people a little bit before I come on and speak. So I just do it on my own channel, whatever I need to say. I have 2 channels, so I have that inner strength to keep things to myself. I don't feel like I have to like always be heard. Like there's people that don't have their own like channel, and if they go on panels, they sometimes act out and stuff. And I give people, like when I'm on a panel, I give other people a chance to talk. But if you can actually hear people, that's just, yeah. I can't believe nobody came over here from over there. Well, you know what? I see who's got my back. Who really is just playing, who's got my back, who's not. It's all fun and games until it gets serious, right? Yeah. Anyways, new subscribers get a free message. Existing subscribers that have already gotten their free message in the past can give me $3 for a message. And if you don't like tarot, I got the 10 of Cups. If you don't like tarot, I have oracles too. The energy is good. Like the energy I see for like overall energy is the 10 of Cups, then the 8 of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands in the Sun card. Wow. Yeah, that's why, like none of the people coming in here because it's for new subscribers. That's why none of the existing people come in. Just whatever. It's cool. It's cool. It's all good. How long have I been reading tarot? I have been reading tarot for 8 years, and I've practiced since I was like in my 20s. But when I took it serious was about 8 years ago. But there was a lot that led me to using tarot. I've always have had it like intuitive mind. I've always felt things before they would happen. I felt disasters before they happen, and I felt a lot of things, and then I just like, I don't like feeling that, so I want to figure it out. I'm always learning. So I'm still learning. I'm always learning about, different things about spirituality. So tarot is a tool for me, and I use it as a tool. I know the energy. I know astrology too. Like astrology, I learned in my 20s, a lot of it. Like I know the basics of astrologies. Like I know, like, it all has to do with the tarot too. It's all combined. So, how you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to be here. Nice to have you here. I mean, like tarot isn't what it used to be when I first started, like doing the live, like on YouTube. When I first started doing it on YouTube, like there was like literally you had to like turn people away. Especially like if you did a free night, like you could only do free for so long because there would be so many people coming in to get a message. And then I went through some grief. I lost my brother. And so I took a little time off, like just tarot and stuff like that. I just took a little time off that energy and focused on my own healing and stuff. And now I'm kind of like slowly coming back. I'm good. I have had an energy healing in Akashic Records reading. That's cool. I do ancestral reading. I have like my ancestral cards. I have like, and I use my intuition, and I call in my angels. I call in the archangels, and that's how I do my reading. I don't call in any like gods and goddesses and stuff like that. I just call in the creator most high, the one that created everything on this heaven and earth. And I call in the archangels, and they guide me to do what I'm supposed to do. And I'm also got like, I got my first house, which is Aries energy. I got my first house in Chiron, and Chiron planet is about healing pain. So for me as a reader, I think of myself more as a healer instead of just a tarot reader. Like since tarot was the last thing I learned, that I had before before I took things serious, like before I couldn't deny it anymore, what my gift was. And, like motherhood was a lot of fun, and I raised my two boys, and I also was a stepmom to three children, and they're all raised now. So, I tried to have another baby in 2012, and my baby was a stillborn. And so after that, I tried to have a baby after that, and it didn't. Nothing happened after that. So I think I was damaged, and at that point for that, so I had to find a new way of living, And this is what I'm doing. This is my new way of living, is to help others to heal pain and sorrow and grief and losses and stuff like that. Hey, we all go through, people passing. And the hardest part is like when you lose somebody like your own child, or like especially a child that you never even got to like raise, and all that's like, I couldn't even imagine a child, like, a child that I raised. I mean, I you know, I am at God's feet when it comes to my children, because like I obey him as much as I can. So because I don't ever want to experience that, losing my other kids that I have, and losing my brother. My brother was so much younger than me, so he was the youngest, and my mom had him in her 40s, and so he almost like when he was growing up, we were almost like all like, more superior to him, and we were always supposed to like, look after him more, like, like an older sibling would and stuff. So like it was almost like he was our own kid, you know what I mean? Because it's almost like same age, like as our kids. So my kids. So yeah, but he's my, he's with me. Our loved ones are with us, and once we can recognize their energy when they're around us, that does give us some comfort. It takes sometimes a while before we feel the comfort of them. I have had, I believe in all of it and has helped me so much. Spirit guidance. Yeah, that's, I focused, when I was healing, I just focused mostly on the oracles and the angels and the oracles. That's kind of what I did. And I used to do like, a lot of times I would do like pick a stash. I call it pick a stash because I do 420, you know, and so I call it pick a stash because, I want to be original. I didn't want it to be like everyone else, like pick a card or pick a deck or, pick a pile. That's what other people have used. And I used the other one, and I'm learning to really learn to collaborate with people too, because a lot of like readers and stuff like that I was working, like kind of like collaborating with at the time that my brother passed away. And it was a tragic way that he died. You know what I mean? Like he had, he had some mental illness, and it was kind of severe. And a lot of us didn't know how severe it was until it was almost like out of our hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, yeah, he was in his 20s, and yeah, it was one of the hardest things, and I just, yeah, I stuck to the oracles and stuff like that. Um, I learned my tarot energy in one summer after I had my heart broken. Like, I said, the last time, this is the last time. I will never date anyone unless I'm like serious and it's leading to marriage, and everybody knows that. Like, I'm never gonna date another guy again until like I'll get to know them, be friends, whatever. But I'll never like, you know, put all my energy into a guy that I'm just dating, or you know what I mean, like how I done it with the last two relationships, because the last one, after like not dating for 10 years, like that really broke my heart. Like, he broke my heart really bad. And it was a person that was so cold. Like, the meanest things that I wouldn't even do my enemies, that person did to me or had done to me. And yeah. And I won't get close to a man again until like I know for sure that they would never hurt me like that. So anyways, I get distracted when I talk about like that. I get distracted in the pain of like what they did, how I felt, how it made me feel, and and I had to love myself. If I would have like kept staying there, that would have been really bad, because I've already ended, like I already left the situation. It was really bad before, and it wasn't until I had to. But anyways, my tarot, I learned it in one summer, and it was like, I'm done with love. I said to him, I was like, I'm done with love. I am now going to find out all the people that are lying to me all the time. And I knew they were lying. You know what I mean? When you have that intuition, it's like, you know, somebody's lying and you're like looking at them going like, why do you think I'm believing you? And then when they do tell the truth, then you have a problem like with believing them because they've told everything they've said was a lie. So then when they do tell the truth, you don't even believe them anymore. And so like, and then it gets confusing. And then you're like, you know, I decided like, you know what? I'm going to learn the tarot and I'm going to learn it because it's going to tell me if somebody's telling me the truth or lying. You know what I mean? And then I got really in my ego the first year. And, you know, I got really my ego about tarot. And I learned the tarot and it took me all summer. I was devoted to it. Like I got up in the morning, I would make my coffee, roll my doobie, get my books, get my tarot deck, get my tarot book, and go outside, put my blanket down. I'd be out there suntanning, killing two birds with one stone. I'd be like learning my tarot and healing my heartbreak while I was learning. And I was like, you know, I was learning this when I was learning the swords, I was like sit there and cry. Like whenever like you know, get the 5 of swords, the 10 of swords, because that had been done to me. So I literally felt the energy as I was learning the tarot. I literally felt that energy. So that's what helped me heal, like, you know, and like overcome that I am better than what was how I was treated. And yeah, you know, I, you know, like I can't even who like, you know, when you see something so good in someone and you know that this person has that great potential and then they go and sabotage themselves with like the most low vibrational energies and where you already know like if they go there they may not ever come back to like their normal selves, like go and hang around with that type of people, just like, you know, that's what he did. And yeah, he hurt me the most. Anyways, I don't want to talk about it because I've never really told my story, my full story. But you know, I had hopes that it was going to turn around and they were going to learn from it. And it, you know, I felt like that this person was like a godsend after 10 years, you know what I mean? But it was my own wishful thinking and my heart was like open to loving at the time, but it was still very vulnerable when I met him. Yeah. And it's kind of strange how we get stuck in the place where we like almost like we're mentally we get stuck in a place. If we don't work on ourselves, we mentally get stuck in a place where someone left us mentally. Like let's say I left that guy that almost took like it almost drained me out of my energy, like almost made me stop believing in anything like good. Um, when I left that and I started healing, when I, you know, I told myself I would never let it get that far, like where I just keep saying, you know, like having hope and stuff. And then after 10 years then I used to start seeing the red flags. Like literally these red flags were like, oh, and I was talking about like, so the guy that I left was like, he was in his like, I was in my 30s. Okay. So I was in my 30s. He was like in his like late 30s, early 40s when I left him. The other guy that I, you know, I stayed for 6 years and I couldn't stay longer. Because he had like a meth addiction and stuff, and it started with his oxycontins and stuff. Anyways, that guy, but this guy, he had none of that. He had none of that. So that's why it really floored me of like the same kind of energy. But anyways, I was like in my 30s when I left this relationship, right? So relationship wise, I was stunted at 30 because I met this guy and he was like 30, you know, 29. And I was like, you know, turning 40. And I was like, he likes me. And you know what I mean? Like I gave him too much credit. And you know what I mean? Just because his age, you know what I mean? I thought like, how can someone that like 10 years older than me, how can they like me like that? You know what I mean? And then, we became like two peas in a pod at first. And then, yeah. And then I saw the red flags immediately, Let me read the chat. Dating can be such an energy drainer. Exactly. That's why I just like to learn about what type of person I would get along with. And I want somebody that's going to be my partner in life. I don't want just somebody that's, I would love to wake up to someone every morning and, start my day with someone every morning. It would probably prolong my life, because I am love. I am the heart chakra. I am Gemini. So I am the bridge that gaps the top and the bottom. And anyways, if I found a guy, like if, I don't know if I'm fully over the pain that someone else did. You know what I mean? And like I said, I can't just start dating someone. I have to get to know someone now. And they cannot hide anything from me, because if there's secrets that may later affect the relationship, why not say it at the beginning before there's any feelings involved? So that's why people make a mistake. If there's certain things that somebody needs to say, they should say that if you like that person enough to sleep with them and shit, you should be able to tell them anything. And because once you sleep with them, you'll obviously love each other. Because for me, I can't sleep with someone if I don't love you. I can't do that. I'm not a robot. I can't do that. I have to have feelings involved. And so once you can sleep together and share that energy, there shouldn't be any secrets. None. Absolutely none. And if you still have to keep a secret and you think that person is going to make a different decision, if they already love you, they're going to try to work with you with that decision, that whatever you said, whatever the secret was. You know what I mean? They'll try to work with you with that if you already love them. But you should be honest at the beginning with everybody about things, even if it's hard. If you love that person enough to sleep with them, you love them enough to tell you everything and tell them everything, and you friggin' keep it to yourself. Shouldn't be that hard. Hey, Sony. New subscriber. You get a message, free message, and so does Above Lava. Can anyone do tarot? I think that tarot is a thing that is not, it's not there's no spirit in tarot or anything like that. It's just tarot. It's just cards. It's just energy. And if a person, if a person doesn't have common sense or higher knowledge and do's and don'ts and things if a person does not know what definition abuse means, then if they don't have any of those knowledge, then they should probably not touch them because it's not safe. People could, just by reading cards doesn't mean who is guiding you to do that. Just reading the cards, any energy could attach itself to you if you don't protect yourself by saying what you want, who you want to be in this reading, helping you energetically. Because our ego is not the one that's doing it. Our brain is being used. Our mind is being used by who we allow it to be used by, to bring the messages that we're feeling guided to say and how to say it. That's how I would explain tarot reading. And I don't think just any Joe Blow should read tarot. Just using that name as an example. That's kind of funny, ironic that my ex name is Joe. But that's just my personal opinion. I don't think that just anybody, just because you know what the tarot means, should pick up a tarot deck and start reading, because whose energy are you carrying around while you're doing the reading? You could have been just come from a friend, right? And their perspective could be still stuck to you. You know what I mean? I call in my angels. That's what I do. The archangels is what I use. And they don't let me get too egotistic. I like when I do it, I am pretty serious when I do my readings. I'm not like, I know we have to say it for entertainment purposes only, right? But it's supposed to only guide you. You're not supposed to like believe in it as a prediction, because all we do as a tarot reader is reading a person's energy, what's already in you. We're reading what's already there, but you haven't decided what to do with that energy. That's what we read. So that's how we read things. So if you want to test me out, girl, you're the first one. You got the first two people here that are new subs, so you guys can ask your question and I will ask my angels. Is here. We got Archangel Michael. I'll show you. We got Archangel Michael. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you and your loved ones at home. And we got gentleness, Archangel Sanapal. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people in situations and environments. We got brilliant idea. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action and bring your idea to fruition and lovingly guide others. Go outside when you feel stressed out. Get fresh air. Ask Archangel Jovial to help you regain consciousness, regain new perspective ideas, right? All right, so that's who guides me. I've done a lot of like spiritual research. I've done a lot of biblical research. I've done a lot of like angelic research. I've done my own research. That is so interesting. So not something to take lightly. No, I don't think so. What do you think? What do you think the hierarchy is? I can't even never say that word. The hierarchy. All right. Hierarchy. The hierarchy. The Freemasons. What do you think? All of them use. They all use divination energy. They all do it. But, you know, not everybody's guided by the same entities. You can explain things you to do. Thank you. You're welcome. Can I ask what is coming in love? All right, for Sony, what is coming in love? I see like a reconciliation for you. You may have to walk away from something, or this may be a reconciliation with someone that you may have may have emotionally shut off, or like walked, or just shut down mentally. And like, you know, this person may want to reconcile with you. We got the Page of Cups, and we got this is the first card that came out. Let's just see. Why is the Judgment here? For when is love coming in? Do you have unfinished business with someone? Is there unfinished business with someone when it comes to love for Suni? There's someone that you had a fight with. There's someone you had a fight with. An argument, a fight, whatever it was conflict. It's, you know, this is Five of Swords. But yeah, it shows me that you ended it. Like the World card, there was a finish, like you finished that, like there was a completion. Because the World card, when it comes like this, that means a completion. So I feel like because you did that, you completed something. Like you know, the circle means that it's completion. And if this is like, if there was, you know, some things that happened when you tried to reconcile, right? There was fighting again. I feel like there was an ending there, like you said. And that's what's going to turn things around for you. The wheel is going to turn in your favor. And I feel like that there is someone new that wants to offer love here to you. So it could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be, but this is someone that is emotionally confident. Oh, this is the King. So the King of Cups. So he is emotionally intelligent and confident. And he is approaching you. This person knows how to moderate things. Like they know how to like be moderational, how to do things in moderation. You're a Leo? Oh, you I are a Leo moon. Okay. But that's what I see. I feel like there is somebody that's coming in. You know, like new love cannot be sent into our life until we like finish the unfinished business with someone else. Like, you know, because that's not even fair for the new person or like a true person. If a true person comes into your life, you should definitely be finished with the past because that can those remnants, the negative remnants, they can like hinder your new relationship for sure. Well, I hope that you have lots of happiness with this person. This is someone I feel like is also romantic because they're, you know, open emotionally, right? You're so welcome. Above lava, did you explain? Did you want a reading? Above lava? Above 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 lava. So yeah, my kitty cat, she's so sweet. She's so independent. My beautiful girl. She's so cute. I've got this extra room and I have it ready for if somebody wants to come in a room with me, you know what I mean? So I can rent out a room so I can like, you know, gain in my life, you know, go somewhere, go on a vacation, be able to afford it. But anyways, I have a room ready for to rent out for somebody. Anyway, she goes and lays in it right now. She thinks it's her room. Do you guys want to see her? I'll suppose you ask me what you want to know, and I will do the reading. But let me show you her if you want to see her. My beautiful baby. Her name is Sage. Her name is Sage. She's my beautiful baby. And when I used to have a kitty cat like this, and sometimes our past animals come back into our life too. So I used to have a kitten. I had a cat that had babies, and she had one that looked like just like this one. And I gave it to a friend, and her boyfriend had a golden retriever, which golden retrievers is really hard to believe that they actually do that, but he probably thought he was just playing with the kitten, but anyways, he mauled the kitten and it was gone. Anyways, I was so upset because I always wanted a silver kitty, always wanted one of these, and I couldn't keep that one at the time because I had too many. So, anyways, when I went and picked my kitty, a friend of mine from childhood asked me like, "Oh, do you want a cat?" And I was like, "I'd love to have another kitty." And they told me one of their people they knew was having cats, and I it was around my birthday. And so I went there on my birthday and asked my angels to help me pick a kitty when I went in there. And she was there. She was there and she said, "I'm yours." And I picked her even though I'm not too fond of female cats because they're so independent. They're not that loving. Look, they just do whatever they want. So she loves to be like this. Okay, she loves this. When I put her on my arm like this, she is so weird. But yeah, this is what she likes to go hang around. Anyway, she wants to get away. But but yeah, she's my little sweetheart. Oh, it's hot in here now. Okay. I feel stuck in my life. What can I do? So cute. I love animals. Me too. And my doggie, she's laying there. She's sleeping. You see her over there? She's going, and she's gone. Yep. All right, let's see. What is making above lava feel stuck? What can she do to get unstuck? Are you male or female? Are you a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius? Is that your sign? Um, you're female, okay. Because I do have the Queen of Wands here, and then I have the Devil here, okay? So you're telling me you're feeling stuck, which just explains the devil, right? Okay, that is the energy that explains the devil, feeling stagnant, feeling restricted, feeling stuck. And it's telling me here, though, that you need to listen to your masculine spirit, but also to your feminine spirit. Like we have a balance of masculine and feminine energy. We all have it. And the King of Wands here shows me that you can take leadership in knowing your spirit. Okay, so what I wanted to say, there was like, a lot of people feel like they, because we need our body, mind, and spirit to really create life in our life. We are what we have. We are the only ones. We're human being. We're the only ones that have a spirit and body and mind, and like body, mind, and soul, right? And we are the only ones that can use all those energies to create here on this earth, because we have connection to the Father out there, right? So anyways, it's saying to really listen to your own spirit. And that's what I was trying to say on this. Like, if I was to ever talk about like what I believe when they were talking about body, mind, and spirit, like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Well, the Holy Ghost is that spirit connection that we have to the Son of the Father. That is our connection, So our spirit, our crown chakra, is our spiritual connection to the Son of God, which is God now. You know what I mean? Which is Jesus. So anyways, this is your connection to yourself. Like, this will empower yourself, because you are your own spirit. You are your own leader. That's going to help you get unstuck. Is like, these are fears. This is what the devil does. That's the earthly father. Okay. So he was cast down here to roam around and mess with people, right? To give us doubt, to give us fear, to tell us no. So you're stronger than that. And you need to nurture yourself, your own feminine energy. Because you know what? Only the feminine energy can give birth. So that should empower you, knowing that only females can give life. So why would you let something like, why would we? Why would we? I'm just saying, me too. Why would we let fear, doubt, and all the things interfere? How can she get out of that rut? How can she get out of that rut? If you have to defend yourself, and you've already overcome a lot of burdens, and if you have to defend yourself in any situation, you have the right to remove yourself from that situation and move away from anybody that's defensive, or like that makes you feel like that you have to defend yourself. That's your right. So take your power back. Yeah, move away from all of the burdens and the confusion that you may have been around. So confusions, 7 of Cups, and burdens. And move towards, emotional maturity, or move towards someone. If you are single and you're looking for someone supportive, even a friend, move to someone that is emotionally open and emotionally intelligent, can have an emotional, intelligent conversation. Because that's the only type of people that will get us unstuck, is to tell us emotional logic, which is the male energy here, that will help you empower yourself. So I feel like that you may have been around people that didn't see your worth. And when you're around people that don't see your worth, you all of a sudden you start not seeing it either. That's why I have to, when you're around a lot of confusion energy or a lot of people that have a lot of burdens, or there's just like nobody, like, I don't know, there's a lot of chaos or whatever. And a lot of like, I don't know you at all. Like, I don't know if you go on panels or anything like that. But if you do, if you're a YouTuber, like there's a lot of chaos that goes on YouTube too, that we can sometimes remove ourselves, but sometimes we feel stuck because we feel like, well, we're part of this group, so we have to be here and stick it out. But you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like if that's something you're going through, but you know what I mean? But there's a lot of chaos that I'm just saying there's all that makes sense, right? So yeah, you move away from that and move away from the conflict, and then you can focus on what would make you happy. Because the only thing that makes us feel stuck is like feeling like we have to do something when we have no control over it. Like, I don't know your situation, so I can't really, like, if it was a private reading, we could really get dissected. Like, I like to help people, so I like to like help as much as I can. But private reading, that is where you can do that very much so, because then it would be only you and me in the chat, like one individual person in the chat, and the link was sent to you like by email. Like if you want a private reading after this or whatever later, email me your question, and then, or if you want confirmation about certain things, or you have questions about certain things I said about the reading I did tonight, yeah, just email me. And yeah. Very interesting. Makes sense. I will contact you for a private reading. That's awesome. I hope that I can, like, I'd love to help people. I don't like to just like start off, something and not finish it. Which, it's a Gemini thing to do a lot of times, but I mean, it should be easy for me to do like quick readings and not worry about, I do worry about it though. Like, I not worry, but I do want people to walk away happy and find direction that they're wanting to go on. So yeah, that's the safest way to do it, is only say so much on chat. Like only say what you feel comfortable doing. And like if it is a private reading, then nobody would be watching it. And I keep the private reading. You can download them yourself too. And I keep them all to up to a year. I keep all my readings up to a year, and then after that I delete them, because they really, people could look back. Like that's if you want to like have a private reading and you always want to look back, or even years later look back at something, and you can always download your readings before I delete them. But I wait a year at least. I just make them unlisted. If you make them private, you wouldn't even get to read it, watch the reading, even if you have the link. But if I make them unlisted and I don't share it in any of my folders, I don't share it on any of my platforms, I send it only directly to the person's email. And I am a person that you can trust. I don't have like a vindictive bone in my body. Like literally, if people are mean to me where I'd have to use my meanness, I just normally walk away. Unless I can say something and that could change things around and talk some sense into somebody. Like, I mean, I don't like to argue a fight or even cause anybody else arguments or fights. But yeah. I have so many cards though. Like I'm like, for a while, like when I first started being a reader, I would get myself like, especially when I was healing, I would get myself like a new deck of like oracle cards or tarot cards at least once a month or something for a while, or every couple months, just to like give a new energy, a new perspective on things. I would love to do like interview podcasts and stuff like that with the people that wrote these cards, like some of the oracle cards I have. Like there's this oracle writer, and his name is Kyle Gray. I have some of his decks. Even Doreen Virtue, I have her decks too, and I would like to have a conversation with her. I would just like to have like a spiritual conversation with her, not about like necessarily all about tarot or anything or oracles or anything like that, but about like what made her decide to leave and go to like a religion. Like she conformed into a religion, so she left all that. Now she does not write any more cards, but I still have Doreen Virtue's cards. And then I have John. I have some male reader cards too, like some other male readers other than Kyle. Thank you so much for subscribing. We're trying to get this channel to the first 2,000 subscribers. That'd be nice. Getting to the first 1,000, it took a couple of years because of things that happened, but I kind of glad that it didn't go crazy. Like some tarot channels they are very, very fast and stuff. I don't know if I'm fully ready for that. For like, like, I mean, I can do it, but I don't know if I want to do it all the time like that. Like, I can go like anything in life. Like I can go really fast for a while on some things, and then I have to stop for a bit. I don't know. Maybe it's because of like how the universe is and how we're all connected with all of it, because it all affects us differently. And like I've learned so much over the last 8 years. Even I've learned a lot before, but I mean now I've actually learned from actual books that I found. And there used to never be so much on YouTube either. Like now a lot of those spiritual conversations are very open on YouTube now, and that never used to be like that. We couldn't even mention God. We couldn't even mention him, or like angels even. Like we have come a long way when it comes to spirituality. Like a lot of people have woken up from like the sleep that they were on. They thought that they could create a whole life for themselves without the creator that created them, that created everything, or that was the start of everything. I can imagine it would take a lot of energy to have a big tarot channel doing the work and all that, the back-to-back stuff. Yeah, of course. And I do follow a few readers, but like a lot of readers, they don't take the time to get to know each other. And like I know a few that I think that I know well enough that I like them or not. I mean, over the last few years that I've watched, but I'm kind of addicted to like being motivated by other readers too. Like I sometimes need the motivation too. Like I can't just motivate myself all my own all the time. So I do watch some tarot readers sometimes, and spiritual light workers and inspirational speakers, and I watch all those type of people. But there's a time where I like watch a lot of tarot, and then a lot of readers, though, they only focus on like romantic love, and so a lot of times I'm not in the like romantic loving mood. So when I'm just in the mood of like what's going to elevate me as a person, and I want to find those readings, those are my favorite like readers, like the ones that are focused on the sign they're reading for, not like love so much, but like everything in their life, like finances, lifestyle, health, like our like mental health, and our like food health, like what we put in our body, all that, like exercise, sleep, all that. Like I like people that motivate, and I'm more like a motivator. Like I like to motivate others. That motivates me because I'm just like, well, I have to live what I'm motivating others to do. So that forces me to do things too. I still have like things I'm working on. Like I still have to quit smoking. And I was really well, like I was starting to keep track of my cigarettes and stuff like that for like a couple of weeks. And then I kind of stopped because I had like a bad day. So I had a bad day, and then so I stopped recording them and then stopped being aware of how much I smoked again. And I think that being aware of how many cigarettes you smoke does help cut down, because you're like, I just had one. Like, what? I gotta stop. You gotta tell yourself, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a lifelong battle. But a lot of the, like, when my brother passed away, and it happened, like, and I found out, like, I was celebrating my 1 year on my channel when that happened. My 1 year celebration on my channel. And I was doing a collaboration with another reader, and we had fun. But then I, I was always worried about him anyway in the background. And, like, after that happened, like, everybody that used to follow me, like, and support me, and we'd be in each other's chats, like a lot of the readers that were doing it while I was doing it, and we were all growing together, and all of our channels were below 1,000 at the time, right? And all those readers left me after my brother, like, passed, like, just left me. And at that time I thought readers would, like, be there spiritually, emotionally for each other, to help each other through things. But no, they left. They're like, oh, if you need anything, let me know. They all left and never came back. So it's easy to say those things that people say. And when people say that to me, if you need anything, I never believe people. I just let it go into one ear and out the other, because people 90% of the times don't mean it. And I realize that I'm the only one that has my own back. So, like, and the people that are here to watch, not the people that are here to work with me, they don't have my back. There is nobody really that works with me. I work alone. And I feel like that works the best for me. It works the best for me. I don't mind collaborating or doing interviews with people, but I think everybody has their own style, and that's, I think, why people realize that doing their own things a lot of times is like the most, because there's so much work to it, like all of it. There's a lot of work to it. But then if you don't make it so, like, if the more simple you keep it, the better it is. I have a hard time keeping it simple. And that's sometimes people don't know what to say, so they ghost and understand. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. I've, like, most of my friends, like, like they say, like, even Morris Warren, this, like, I used to watch this guy, like, he gave me confidence, and I'm not even going to give him a shout out or anything, because, he is one of those selfish people. He's a narcissistic. I'm not even going to give him any kind of credit, because that guy was just like pure logic, and he was not like anything of a spiritual person. He did have somebody that gave him a good start, that let him rent a room from her. And the lady that he had rented a room from was a spiritualist, like she was a reader. And he never, like, took her under his wing when he became famous. He never brought her with him, like helped her or like anything, or even me. Like we used to like chat. I used to like give him lots of advice. Like we talk on Facebook messages and stuff like that. And as soon as he like had a partner, and I'm sure other readers were there too, doing the same thing for him. And once he had stepped on everybody, he didn't care about nobody anymore. And that's where like I feel like where it can become dangerous, because everything that goes up must come down. The faster it goes up, the faster it'll come down. But I mean, I wish him all the best. But I mean, he was like someone that like I thought I could work with. Like I work with guys better than girls. And I didn't have no romantic feelings for him at all. But when he got a girlfriend, and now he's married, but they're married now, she became his like person that schedules all his readings and da 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 da. He just has to go there. He just has to get dressed and go sit in front of his desk. Like everything's set up for him. Yeah. A selfish reader never would have thought that was possible. You know, I used to feel bad for this guy because he told me that he was like living in the streets and stuff like that. He used to do his readings from a ditch, you know what I mean? And I get, you know, he was another like one. I was just like, wow, I'm proud of you, you know what I mean? Keep doing what you're doing, you know? Don't give up, blah, blah, blah. I was that person. I was one of those people. Motivated him. I was one of his muses until he had another muse. But it's okay. Like I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I stopped watching him years ago, um, because there was a lot of defensiveness whenever you would speak in his chat. After that, like there was a lot of defensive energy. Like he would always be very defensive. He's a big Hollywood star now, though. Yeah, I was the gardener for the flower. Oh, you see my plants? Hmm. Yeah, I've lost friends over this. Like and you know, people used to say that too. Oh, like you know, people will leave you. Your friends will leave you. They'll just go stop talking to you. It happened. It really happened. And like people I thought was like my best friends even did. They just like I would just send them messages, whatever, and then they would never respond. And then I'd send a message saying, "Are we still friends?" They'd send then they'd send a message back and go, "Yeah, we're still friends." Okay. So just wondering how come you haven't been messaging me? Then no more messages back after that. That is so weird to me. That is so weird to me. What are you doing, Shelves? But I've been on for an hour. I mean, I'm enjoying chatting with you though. I like chat with new people too, because there's a lot of stagnant people. There's a lot of people that try to keep you stuck because they don't know what to do and they're not willing to heal. So I'm just gonna stop hanging around with the people that are draining me. And I can't get 2 words in anyway in those places. I'm a night owl too. But I want to start enjoying the sunshine because we're going to have sunshine tomorrow. The wintertime, I don't care if I even see the day. Like, I don't, in the wintertime, when there's snow outside, I'd rather just stay inside until it's all over. And then when we have the sunny days, I'm like, hey, hey, I'm here. Hey, hi. I like spring. I like summer. Spring and summer are my favorite time of years. Fall is one of my favorite time of years too. It's a little bit sad for me, fall, but I mean, it is sad for me because, like some of the things that happened were around that time. And so, but I tried to make the days joyful. And I tried to remember all the beautiful things that you see in the fall, like how beautiful the flowers look. Even the plants, how beautiful the plants are when they're starting to, like the leaves and the trees, and they're starting to get different colors. And that is fall. Fall changes the colors and gives us so much more color before it all becomes white. Okay, stop. What do you want? Stop licking me. I do not like stop licking me. Yeah, I've learned to do that. Love the smell of spring dirt too. And sometimes I've right now, the only thing I have to do with these plants is pretty much just water them. Like I've created them all. Like I didn't have very those are all like money plants. Um they grow very fast and they're very resilient. But now I don't have like a lot of time. I have it takes me like 3 days to water my whole house. And I have to do it in 3 different days. Like I have to water one room one day, the next room the next day because I can't water them all at once. Yeah, but I wanted a green living room, and like I wanted a green kind of like fairy fortress sanctuary. I wanted to make my house my own sanctuary. So I did. Yeah, pets are saying go to bed. Yeah, she wants to go one more time outside, I think, and then we're gonna go to bed. Smoke one. It is almost 4 in the morning. But yeah, I really appreciate you. 2 people that came in and get a reading. I thought there'd be a lot more people. I thought there'd be a lot more people coming to get a message. You can get a quick message, a free message, if you're subscribed. Let me check to see if I have 3 new subscribers. Because if you're not subscribed, then you don't get a free one. I was just thinking of Grandma's Boy. Grandma's Boy, if you guys ever seen the movie. Um, Grandma's Boy. Oh, you don't believe in this? Well, you don't get any. You don't get any of the. You don't get any cereal then. Hey, Jasmine. Nice to meet you. Have you not been here before, Jasmine? Now everybody comes in when I'm about to shut down. Yeah, and if you want a little detailed message reading, just give me $3. Buy me coffee. All right, let's see for Magda. Okay, what do you like to know about love? You'd like to know about love, right? Did you subscribe, Jadmeen? Let me check if you subscribed. No, you didn't. Got to be 77. You just did. Let me see. I made it easy for you guys, like any duration of. All right, so if you're lying to me, if anybody's lying to me, the messages I give you will be annulled, like they will be taken away from you, because I'm being guided by the archangels, and the archangels protect my energy. So if people are here not being honest or fair, then the angels will take that blessing away. Whatever I say will happen. It may not happen if you don't keep good intention. It's all about good intention. You're welcome, Lava. Above Lava. All right, let's see for Meg. What's coming in for love for Meg? Uh-oh. Okay, so Meg, for you, okay? So I see that you've been betrayed by someone really hurt you, like made you feel like they didn't care about you, like they really, really hurt you. And this person wants to offer you love. They want to come and tell you the truth. Whoever hurt you mentally and lied to you or hurt you really bad and acted like they didn't care, this person does have a lot of love for you and they want to come and tell you the truth. That's what I see. I hope that helped you, I hope that helped you, Magda. All right, Jasmine. I'm not lying. I actually am subscribed. I just did and new here. Thank you so much. Thank you, beautiful. All right, let's see. What do you want to know, Jasmine? Did you already post your question? No, you did not put your question yet. All right. A love message. All right, let's see. Are you single? You waiting for love? Seeing when love's coming in? All right, let's see. When is love coming in for Jasmine? If you're not ready for love, then love may not come in. So if you are someone that needs to heal from like a past heartbreak, then you may need to heal that because you don't really want to take that into the next relationship. If you are, all right, let's see, love. But if you're free and open and willing and you have your heart open, then love could come in. I'm single and yes, 30 years old. All right, let's see if love coming in. I feel like there is someone that wants to start talking to you or maybe even apologize for hurting you. Did someone hurt you, break your heart? This person wants to come and apologize for breaking your heart. So you may have had to become very you had to use your inner strength. Like you had to stay strong inside. Like you had to stay spiritually strong because someone hurt you. They want to apologize for this. This person does have good memories with you. His name is Edgar. He wants to apologize for hurting you. Jasmine, I hope that helps you. He never ever committed to me 6 years and had me in on and off situation. Yeah, he knows he'll hurt you. He wants to tell you the truth and apologize. And he does have good memories about you because I saw the 6 of Cups. That's nostalgia. He's remembering the good times. You're so welcome. All right, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to do more of this. Just come on here and doing very good, affordable readings. Today I put $3. I'm not going to overcharge people. Sometimes people just want an answer, and a couple bucks. People can afford a couple bucks. Give coffee and stuff like that. So I'm going to come on more often. So if you guys need more answers, come on back next time and make sure that you stay subscribed so you know when I'm doing my general so you can come in, because the way my readings work is if you're part of my channel, I will channel messages if you need to hear them. So if I do an all signs reading or a collective reading, you'll get more messages too if I do a collective reading, because the collective is my collective that people that want to learn about their spirituality and really learn how to guide their life through spirituality and tarot and the angels and the oracles. So we do it all here. God bless you all. Have a great night. And thank you so much all for being here. Oh yeah, and check out the other readings I just did earlier. Maybe there's something in the reading there for you. And they are about like 10-minute reading for each sign. And they are all time stamps. So go check those ones out. Go watch your sign over there. Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much.